Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to, I'm just gonna go and say it, welcome to the most exciting video of the season. I cannot tell you how excited I get to film these videos each season, and that is my getting ready for spring vlog. It is finally here. I am finally ready to start getting ready for spring, and I know we are technically still in February, which means that technically it is still winter. I'm pretty sure it's not quite spring until like March. I think according to like the calendar it's not actually spring till like the end of March, but you know what, I'm so done with winter and I'm so ready to embrace spring. I'm done with the cozy vibes, I'm done with the cold weather, I'm done with the dark evenings. I am ready to embrace a full spring makeover. Now obviously it is still cold here in the UK, so this isn't going to be like a full, you know, spring wardrobe switchover. I'm not going to be getting rid of my winter coats. This is going to be more like getting ready for spring, so that when it kind of hits, because we often do get a bit of a heat wave in March here in the UK, so I feel like once spring hits, we're ready for it. We've got our homes ready, we've got our wardrobes ready, and that just makes me so excited. The last few days as well have actually started feeling quite a little bit warmer and quite a little bit more like spring here in the UK. The other day I actually went out without a jacket. I genuinely left the house, forgot a jacket, and wasn't cold. It was an absolute miracle. So I feel like it really is time to start like embracing that spring vibe and just getting ready for the coming months that are going to be much warmer, much brighter, and so much happier. I literally cannot wait. So we're going to be doing some like style refreshes, some wardrobe refreshes, and a big old home refresh. I feel like it's so important each season to just kind of like get your home ready for it, and that's one thing I really love doing, is creating a bit more of like a seasonal home so that it's ready for each season, that it really kind of like incorporates the season, it reflects the seasons, and you just kind of like almost taking the outside in and reflecting your environment in a certain way. So I'm so excited about that. I literally have just dedicated the whole of today to doing this because it just brings me so much joy. It makes me so happy. So if you are also looking to get yourself ready for spring, do a little bit of like a spring refresh, then I hope this video is inspiring, exciting, and helpful for you guys. I am also wearing quite a spring-like outfit today, which makes me really happy. It's officially warm enough to start wearing our midi dresses. If I was to have gone out in this, I probably would just add like a leather jacket and a pair of boots to keep me a little bit warmer, but it's officially time to start wearing our gorgeous dresses. I absolutely love this, and you guys loved this too. I cannot believe how many of you shopped this. Like, I think this is one of my most shopped items because so many of you guys bought this dress as well, and rightly so, because it is so perfect. The ultimate dress to bring you from winter into spring, because I feel like the colour of it is still fairly wintry. Obviously you've got the dark tones of it, but it's quite lightweight. It's very easy to layer up underneath if you are in a country that's a little bit colder, and it's just so beautiful. So I am so happy to be wearing this today for my spring home switch up. It really does get me in the mood. I am just in love with it. Now, as much as I always try to have as tidy a home as possible, it's definitely not the case. I feel like first things first is basically just to have a bit of a blitz. Like, there's just so much. This surface always gets completely covered in crap. My flowers from the other day that are literally dying now, definitely need to get rid of them. And one thing that we're really bad at, actually, our dishwasher, you have to like close this door to be able to open the dishwasher. So we just get a bit lazy and just kind of start piling it up on the side. Until it gets to a point that there's loads of things on the side, and then you kind of like pile them all in at once, which I know is absolutely dreadful. And just this room is looking not cute at the moment. So plan of action is to basically blitz this room, tidy it up, and make it all like nice and fresh and ready for all the new updates that are coming. I always feel like tidy home, tidy mind, which is why I always try and keep it nice and clean and tidy, but sometimes it just gets away with you, which is why it's nice just to have these like mornings just to kind of like reset, put everything away, everything back in its place, tidy it up and clean it up, and make it all ready for the new things that are coming.
Said that you needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lighting, the one I pick a fight with. Everything.
I honestly just have to tell you guys what a game changer this little surface brush is. If you didn't watch my video, it was my cozy outfit. It was a video right at the start of January. It might have even been like a little home update video. I'm really having to bend down here. But basically I picked up this little, it's like a mini surface brush. So it's literally just designed to sit on your countertop, and it's just perfect at picking up annoying little crumbs, things that are left over from like making dinner or making a sandwich. And it's magnetic, so this just slots back in. You can keep it out on the side. My mum has it and literally just has it on the side, like on display. She doesn't care. I put it in the cupboard because I personally don't want to have like a brush on display. But oh my word, absolute game changer. It just makes your surfaces look like they've constantly been like cleaned, even though you haven't like given them a full-on clean. You haven't like sprayed them and wiped them down. You've literally just picked up the little crumbs, and I just think it makes it look 10,000 times better for so much less effort. I love it. Well, that is looking so much better now. It didn't even take me too long just to give it like a little rezhuzh. We've got clear surfaces, nice and tidy surfaces, and the flat is just looking so much better. I feel like zhuzhing up pillows makes such a big difference in terms of like how they look. I'm not gonna lie, I do need to wash some of the pillows. I think you can tell if you look closely. This pillow was washed fairly recently because Alex spilt soy sauce on it. So we washed that one, and it means that these ones are now looking a little bit like yellowy in comparison. So yeah, I definitely need to give the rest of the pillows a wash, but I just think having fluffed up pillows, it makes such a big difference to your home. So if you're one that maybe sometimes forgets to do it, then I would definitely recommend. We keep all our blankets down there in case you can spot that over there. We just keep them in the corner, which you can't really see from here, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And the nice tidy shelves, I always love just giving these a little dust with my feather duster because it makes such a big difference. I'm loving how the shelves are looking. And one thing I've done as well is just turned over the reeds on my diffuser. If you have a reed diffuser and you start to not smell it anymore, literally just, I mean, especially if it's on something like this, it does sometimes drip, so I would take it off a surface, and if you're new to it, put like a napkin underneath, literally pick them up, turn them over, put them back down again, and it just kind of like re-energizes the scent. So that's really nice. That's my favorite pomegranate scent from the White Company. And then I've also got the pomegranate large candle up here, which I absolutely adore. And then over here looking nice and tidy as well. I always just love having like a little tray on a kitchen table because I feel like it's a great way to store basically those bits that just end up that you don't know what to do with. Like we've got pens here, I've got a little hair clip for when I want to tie my hair off my face when I'm working. This is a little bag holder which probably should not be there, but I really love it, and I just love how the flowers look, so I feel like it just brings it all together. Please ignore Alex's weights. I really hate that they're there, but not really a lot we can do. And then I've also got just this little, I really love this design in the corner because we've obviously got the lamp, which is great if you're working in the evening, some coasters for your drinks, and another little Jo Malone candle. So looking really nice and tidy now, which makes me so happy. I can literally already start to smell my reed diffuser again. I just love that about the White Company diffusers. They last for so long, and as long as you just keep kind of like rotating them and giving them a refresh, you can, even if you feel like you've kind of like gotten the use out of the sticks, you can completely remove all the sticks and put in a fresh set of sticks. And speaking of the White Company, I have some new little home bits to show you. So I picked up some new bits that I think would just be perfect for kind of like helping me transition my home from winter into spring. Now the first one is probably one I'm not going to put out just yet. I'd say this is much more of like a spring to summer scent, but it is one of my absolute favorites, and that is the peony scent from the White Company. Oh my word, I absolutely adore this. Now I got this in the full size diffuser because I do absolutely love them. Peony is such a gorgeous one if you want something just like really feminine, really obviously floral and very like girly. So it's peony, rose and honeysuckle, and it's just such a stunning scent. I feel like this makes a really nice either dressing room scent or living room scent. I absolutely adore this. I also have the candle that I burn quite regularly. That's like my big evening settling down, getting cozy candle. I absolutely love that scent. So I think once the pomegranate one has run out, I'm probably going to replace it with that. But the other thing that I picked up is their reed diffuser collection. Now One thing I will say about the big ones, as much as I love them when you've got a big space, if you've got maybe smaller rooms or a smaller space, they can be a little bit overwhelming and a little bit overpowering. So I like to go for the smaller versions from the White Company because I just find them a little bit more subtle and a little bit more kind of like give off a really nice scent without it being overpowering. So I picked up this collection which has Wild Blackberry, Seville, Mustique and Peony, and I feel like it's a really nice one. Basically, follow it in that order and it takes you from winter into summer. I think they've done that deliberately because I do find Wild Blackberry is quite a wintry scent without being like a Christmas scent. I actually went to my mum's the other day and she was still using up the last of her winter diffuser from the White Company, and obviously it's very like cinnamony, it's very festive, and I literally walked into the room and I was like, this feels wrong. This feels like Christmas. She's like, I know, but I'm just using it up. I was like, no, we need to get rid of this diffuser. So we swapped it out for the Wild Blackberry and it just smells so much nicer in terms of like, not Christmassy, but still fairly wintry. So we've got Wild Blackberry, and then Seville is another really, really nice one. I quite like that one for like when it's getting a little bit warmer, you want to start incorporating a bit more spring, and then Mustique and Peony, I would say, are much more like spring to summer vibes. So this is a really nice one if you want to try out a few different scents from the White Company. You don't want to buy the full size ones, you just want to try something that's more of like a tester. They're obviously a lot bigger than testers, but so I think I'm going to put the Wild Blackberry one up in my office now because I haven't had a new scent in my office for quite a while now, and I feel like it's just so nice to welcome in the new season with a new fragrance and a new scent. So I can put that up in my office and we can head in there and start doing a little bit of spring home prep in there as well. Okay, so you guys will know that in this room my pride and joy is my shelves behind me. I put so much energy into these shelves and I love them because they really are what like bring me joy. I love how they look in this room. They're definitely not the most practical thing in the world. Like I was thinking the other day about like how to make this room a bit more like functional and how to maximize the space in it, and the thing that just keeps coming up is you'll have to get rid of the shelves, and I'm like, nope, not worth it, because I just love how they look, and I really love using them to like reflect the seasons and to be really like seasonally appropriate, to really kind of like hone in on what I'm styling at the moment, what I'm looking at, what I'm loving. So I wanted to do a big revamp of my shelves. I feel like it's been a while since I've like properly revamped them, redone them, restyled them. I feel like they've looked quite similar for a little while now, so I think it's about time that we do a bit. I keep looking in the mirror because I can see the mirror, I can see the shelves in them, in case you're wondering why I keep looking there. I'm getting really excited about this because I feel like it's been a while since I've done like a full-on revamp with these shelves, and I feel like it really is time just to kind of incorporate a little more of a spring vibe and have a big old switch up. Another thing as well that I think I want to do with the shelves is just make them a little bit more minimal. I do think that, I think especially because I never used to have that big a handbag collection, so it was always just like every handbag that I owned went onto these shelves, and every time a new one came in it was straight onto the shelves, and like making space for it. Now that I've kind of been growing my collection a little bit more and I have a lot more bags in my collection, I don't feel the need to put every single one out on display anymore. I think I just want to have like maybe just a select few that I have out on display, and then I can keep a lot more back in storage. I do have up in this wardrobe here like a big bit that I store all of my bags in, so I think with my shelves I'm just going to want to kind of like strip them back a little bit. Like I do feel like they're a little bit busy at the moment, so I want to kind of make them a little bit more of a minimal vibe and a little bit more curated. So let's jump into the shelf styling. Cue the time lapse.
Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking it. much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lighting. Don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you hurt me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm
So here we have the finished shelves. Let me know what you guys think of them. I feel like they just look so much more curated and like a lot more of a minimal vibe. I really love them. I have two bags down here that basically didn't make the cuts. These are my two Chloe bags that I think, not Chloe, Coach, that I think are going to have to go into my wardrobe in storage. When I say in storage, like obviously I still will be able to access them and use them, and they still will be very loved bags, but they just won't be out on display. But I love the vibe of it. I feel like it still looks fairly transitional, like it's not full on summer mode yet, because obviously we still got lots of blacks, lots of browns, and I have brought out my Loewe basket bag. I just adore how she looks. She really is just one of the prettiest bags I own. I cannot wait to be able to wear her come spring. I feel like as soon as it hits maybe about March, it's acceptable to start wearing basket bags. Like a little basket bag with a pair of jeans and like a blue top. Oh, I just love it. But I'm just loving the vibe that I've gone for here. My only concern is, do I need one of these white bags on? Is it too much black and brown? Let me know your thoughts. In terms of the railing over here, I did want to keep some kind of cable knit jumper vibes, but I've decided to swap out one of them for a white blazer just to kind of like start incorporating a little bit more spring vibes over here. But there's lots that have come off of the shelves, which makes me really happy. Now I think the next thing I want to do is basically tackle these little open shelves in here, which you guys will know I've had these ever since I did these wardrobes, and I've basically kept deliberately like open shelving here just because it didn't work out any other way. I do feel like I want it to be even more pared back. Sometimes when I look back in videos and stuff and I can see this out of the corner of my eye, it does just kind of like, it grinds on me a little bit. I just feel like it's a little bit too much, so I want to kind of like tone these down a little bit and make these a bit more of a minimal vibe as well. I think one of the first things that can definitely go are the jumpers here, because I do want to start kind of like steering away from the jumper vibe and that whole vibe, and I never get the wear out of them because obviously they are just on the shelves and I don't want to disturb them, so I think I'm probably going to get a lot more wear out of them if I actually put these away in my wardrobe in the other room. I'm going to put these storage boxes, because these were on my shelves before and I do really like them because they are quite handy as storage boxes. Can I fit that in the other way? Yeah, I quite like that. It just breaks up from the black a little bit. What I might actually do as well is just push all of the boxes to the back and they're not so in your face. Do I want to keep those there? I think they're okay there. Oh, actually, do you know what might be an idea? The Coach bag. What do we think? I think that works. And again, I can push it back a little bit so you can see it from certain angles, but not all angles. And then lastly, I think I'm actually going to get rid, can you see me down there? I'm going to get rid of my boots from in here, partly because I shouldn't be needing them for too much longer, but also, in all honesty, it just always looks messy and it upsets me so much. And instead, I think I'm going to keep my Marc Jacobs tote bag, because this is such a functional, practical bag that I use all the time. I take it every time I go into London with me because it's just so big and practical. It sits on my suitcase really nicely. It's not heavy, it holds a lot of stuff. So this is my like work bag, so I can keep it down there, which means that it is kind of out the way, but still very accessible. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that is just much neater and a much better way of still being able to utilize the shelves whilst making them really minimalistic, really simple, and not kind of like obvious that there's big shelves there. I think I really like that. Okay, I needed to take a little bit of a break from organisation and just give myself a little bit of a time off from tidying and organising, and I wanted to show you a few new in pieces that have arrived for spring, and they're from a brand that I've not actually shopped at before myself. I've never bought anything from this brand before now. but I have seen so many people on Instagram rocking this brand, and I've heard really, really good things about them. So they're from a brand called Fourth and Reckless, which is an absolute tongue twister. Try and say that 9 times. But they're a brand that have just kind of taken Instagram by storm recently, and I feel like they've been doing like a few Instagram collaborations with like influencers and stuff, and I feel like that's really helped kind of propel the brand, and I've seen some really, really gorgeous pieces from them. I think they're also stocked on ASOS, but I will have to double check my sources there. But I thought I would show you what I picked up, because I chose some really cute pieces. It's literally just arrived, so I haven't even opened it yet. I must say I'm very, very impressed with the very recyclable packaging. Oh, I've got some really cute pieces in here. Okay, right, I'm gonna start with the first item, which is a pair, hello, returns label, is a pair of leather trousers. And okay, let me get the scrunching out of the way. I feel like leather trousers are a really, really hard one to get right, but I have seen so many people talking about Fourth and Reckless leather trousers, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give them a try. So this kind of like straight leg leather trouser, I thought they could look really cool. I feel like styled up with just like a t-shirt and a blazer would make such a cute spring outfit. Now annoyingly it doesn't have any buckles, and I deliberately got it in a 14 because I feel like with leather trousers you're much better to size up than you are to size down, because there's nothing worse than leather being too small for you. But you could still maybe belt this. I will have to give it a try, but I thought these could be really cute for spring. First of all, let's just appreciate the new little setup. I really like it. I think the shelves look a lot better, a lot more minimal, and I really love how these look behind me. But the trousers, guys, I think I finally found the perfect pair of leather trousers. I feel like I've been hunting for these my entire life, and I have finally found them. Oh my word, they are gorgeous. Now I'm wearing them with no shoes just to kind of show you the length, because obviously length is always a big one that I get questioned on. I think with just a little pair of boots they would be perfect, because they just are hitting the floor as I'm barefoot, so I probably struggle to style these with flat trainers, but I think with like a little pair of chunky boots, maybe like thicker trainers, if you had like Nikes or Balenciagas or something like that, would work really, really well with them. But oh my gosh, they are absolutely stunning. Now in terms of fit, I'm really glad I went for the 14 because they fit so nicely around my thighs. They're a little loose on my waist, like you can see a little gap at the back here, but they're not loose enough that I'd be worried about them falling down as I walk, so I don't worry about wearing a belt with them. But I absolutely love the silhouette of them. I think the way that they're quite straight leg is really flattering on my shorter figure. I sometimes find that kind of mum style where they taper in at the bottom, especially with regards to leather trousers, can be a little bit unflattering. So I really, really like how these look and how they fit. And I've just styled them up with a little black roll neck. I feel like this would make a really nice evening outfit with a pair of heeled boots, a little crossbody bag. But if you wanted something a bit more daytime, I'd probably pair just like a white tee, an oversized blazer and some trainers, and I think that would look really, really cool. But if you're like me and you've always struggled with finding leather trousers, these really are the perfect pair, so I'll link them down below because you guys are going to want to run to buy these. Not walk, run. Okay, next up is a little dress that I am so excited about. I really love these bags that they come in. I don't know why the leather trousers didn't come in them, but all the other items seem to come in these bags, and I always save them and use them for packing. If you're like going on a trip or going somewhere and you don't want to buy packing cubes, these are basically free packing cubes. I really like them. They are super handy also to put shoes in so that they don't ruin the rest of what's in your suitcase. But oh my gosh, this dress, I'm so in love with it. So obviously you're going to have to wait till I try it on to see it properly, but it's basically like a racer back ribbed dress with this really interesting cutout back detail. I'm so excited to give this a try because I don't have anything like this. I feel like they have a lot of kind of clothes that are like that. They're like really cool and they just have this like tiny little twist, like a classic item with something a bit edgy added to it. And I love these kinds of dresses for spring. Obviously I've been wearing the ribbed one with the side slit so much already. Like I wore it all throughout my Spanish travel vlog, and I've actually reached for it quite a few times since because I think it's a great one to style up and like layer over the next coming months. So again, this could be a really nice one to layer. You can wear it with boots and like a thick blazer now, and then you can wear it with a leather jacket and trainers when it gets a little bit warmer. So I thought this was such a gorgeous addition. Oh my goodness, this dress is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I feel like it's going to be so hard to show you this back detail, but I love the little cutout it's got. It's absolutely adorable. Now I can't remember exactly what size I picked this up in. The only thing I'm going to say about it is it is quite tight. I think I got it in a 10, but I will link all the sizes down below. So just one thing to note is I think you might want to size up in it because it is extremely tight fitted, but then again it does look really lovely. Like, it gives such a gorgeous silhouette, such a lovely figure, but I just think to be a little bit comfier I would have wanted it to be a little bit looser. I'm also kind of surprised about the length. I was expecting it to be a tad longer. It kind of hits just to my knees, which I'm not sure if is the most flattering, but I do really like how it looks. So let me know your thoughts on this dress. If you think this is a cute little spring edition, I could maybe style this up with like little trainers and a blazer. I do really love these kinds of dresses, so let me know what you think about it. And then lastly, we have a stunning jumper, which isn't the most spring item, but I do feel like these kinds of jumpers you can still style up in a transitional way, and you can use them as a layering piece. So this is called the Nova jumper, and it is this stunning big navy blue cable knit jumper. I am in love. How gorgeous is that? And this is the kind of thing that I feel like is really great. Wow, lighting is really great to take as basically an over the shoulder piece, and I always kind of love doing this in spring, where you just wear it over the shoulders, a little extra layer of warmth. It's not quite a scarf, so it doesn't look too wintry, it doesn't look too like bundled up, but obviously it's protecting your neck, protecting your shoulders, keeping you really nice and warm. And then if you do get really cold, it's quite a loose, easy to style jumper, so you can literally just chuck it on whatever you are wearing. I just thought this was such a stunning addition into my wardrobe, and even if I don't get the most amount of wear out of it over the next few weeks, I definitely think this is the kind of thing I can keep in my wardrobe and bring out next winter. So I'm so excited about this. I think it's safe to say that this is the perfect little cable knit jumper. Now, just one thing to note in terms of sizing with all of the items, this is also a medium, the same as the dress, and obviously the dress was a lot smaller. I knew that this was going to be oversized, but it is very oversized, so I would say in terms of sizing, go up one size in the dress, go down one size in the jumper, because I think this maybe would have looked just a touch better if I had it a little bit smaller. But I've just styled it up with a pair of blue jeans. I think this would look really cute with the blue jeans, maybe a pair of white trainers and a little white bag for summer, or even my H&M toe would look really cute for spring. I love how this looks. I love the fact that it's just like super baggy, super casual. You could tuck it in if you wanted to, just to kind of like add a bit more of a silhouette. But I kind of like it untucked. I quite like that really super oversized look to it. I love the cable knit details to it. I think it's really gorgeous, and because it's quite like holey, it means it's a little bit more spring appropriate because it's not as thick as some of my other cable knit jumpers. I think there are lots of different ways that you could style this up. Another way that I was thinking would be with like a white shirt underneath just poking out. I think that would look really lovely. But I really love this jumper. I think this is a great investment into your spring wardrobe. Such a great layering piece, and something that's going to keep you really nice and snugly warm, but also you can chuck on and off, and is super easy to transition into the warmer months. So very impressed. I absolutely adore it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you those few new little spring pieces to add into my wardrobe. Some spring styling, spring fashion. I must say I'm very impressed with the brand. I feel like these pieces are absolutely gorgeous and real like staples in my spring wardrobe. I am just loving looking at spring fashion at the moment and doing a bit more spring styling. So really happy to have added those into my wardrobe, and I would definitely recommend checking out the brand. So I will link to them down below. If you've never shopped from Forth and Reckless, I would definitely recommend shopping there. So it's a little while later now, and we are slowly starting to lose the light, but I am determined not to lose my productivity, because I feel like I've been really good today, and it's always really hard when you start to get that like dip down. So I'm determined not to let myself get to that point. So I'm wanting to be a little bit more productive in terms of inside the wardrobes. I feel like I've done a really good like surface level kind of organisation, but I do want to do a little bit of a declutter, mainly in just these wardrobes. As I said, we're not going to be doing like the full wardrobe switch over today. I'm not going to be doing a full wardrobe declutter today. I'm just wanting to kind of organise inside of these wardrobes, because they've just gotten to a point where they're a little bit like overwhelming, and especially this one, like I literally I can never clothes that I genuinely feel like the girl from 27 Dresses. So I think maybe some of like my really thick coats will be able to go into storage, like my big you know, fluffy coats, my big Fairfax and Favour coat, they might be able to go into storage. And then it's just about reorganizing, because especially with this one, sometimes I can get a little bit lazy about what moves from that into my like permanent wardrobe, like styling things up, so sometimes it can get a little bit much. So that is now the plan of action, just to sort out these wardrobes, organize these as best as I can, and get them to a place that I am happy with again, especially because there's been so much new stuff in recently, and I hope you guys don't mind when there's like lots of newness. I love lots of newness, as you guys will know. There's obviously been quite a few like hauls, quite a few new in pieces recently, because I feel like I just get so excited when it's like a transitional period, and I feel like January was such a slump in terms of like styling, in terms of what I wanted to wear, and I feel like I'm now starting to get revitalized again and like re-inspired with what I'm wanting to style up. So I hope that's okay, but obviously because there's been lots of new in pieces, it means that it can get a little bit overwhelming in terms of the wardrobe. So plan of action, let's put it into action. Wowee, this has been probably the biggest home organize I have done in such a long time, but I am feeling so good for it. I am also feeling very tired. You can probably see just by how tired my eyes now look. I am knackered after today, but let me show you actually inside the wardrobes, because I feel like they are just looking so much better now. We've got lots of organization here. These are just like some new in bits, my bags for shooting, and then in this one it is so much more organized now. I've been able to take out my really big coats, and I can't believe how much room it gives when I take them out. I've got shoes down there, I've got my tall boots just behind my long coats there, and then at the top I've got all of the bags that I don't have on display. So these are my bags that are currently just staying in storage. That's my fake tanning kit, and then that's like sunglasses and passports and important things like that. It's just looking so much better now. I have a huge bag down here full of clothes that is ready to go away. And also, I don't know if you can see, I think I might leave it there. I put my little coach on the door handle as I was like organising, and I kind of like how it looks. So maybe that's how I'll be able to display my two coaches, one there and then one, there we go, on the door there. But there is actually one bag. I have been fairly ruthless in terms of things that are going up, but there is one bag that I'm really undecided about, and I need your guys' help in deciding what to do with it. And it's actually my little Elle Me bag. It's the one that I got at Christmas, and it's really cute and I do really love it, but I literally have not gotten the wear out of at all. It's basically just this really adorable little black handled bag. It's got no hardware to it, which is what I really like about it, so you don't have to worry about matching, you know, your hardware for your jewellery or belts or anything like that. It is gold, you can see on the inside, but you can't really see that as you wear it. But I'm really undecided what to do with it and whether to keep it, because if I haven't gotten the wear out of it in winter, which is when I normally get most of the wear out of my black bags, if I haven't gotten the wear out of it in winter, will I get the wear out of it in summer? Is it worth just like giving it to a better home? I'm not sure. I might just hold on to it for now, and then maybe when I do a big old wardrobe declutter and like a full-on, you know, wardrobe switch over, pulling everything out, getting rid of lots of stuff, maybe that's when I can like reconsider. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should sell it, pass it on, or do you think I should keep it and see if I get any more wear out of it? Let me know actually if anyone's interested in it, because that is what happened with my Kate Spade bag. I spoke about not being sure what to do with it, and someone actually DM'd me and asked to buy it off me, so that bag has gone to a lovely new home now, which makes me really, really happy. So if you're wondering why that one wasn't in my designer bag collection, that is why. It's because it actually went to a new home, which I'm so happy that it did. So yeah, I'm really unsure what to do with this bag. It is absolutely adorable, but I just have not gotten the wear out of it at all. I think I have enough black bags to sink a ship, so I think that's probably why I never reach for it, because I have so many other options. But today has been such a great day getting ready for spring and just getting my home, my style, everything ready for the coming spring months. I am so ready now for the transitional weather. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope this has gotten you in the spring spirit as well. If you've gotten to the end of this video, leave me the sun emoji down below in your comments. Let me know you're just as excited about spring as I am, and I hope this has gotten you into a little bit of a spring spirit. I hope you're ready for the coming months. If you need to do a little bit of a spring home refresher, I hope this has inspired you as well. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.